After traveling the world by van for the past 8 years, our most recent chapter has us tackling one of the most difficult adventures yet, as we continue in our efforts to help Drew's parents and others recover in the wake of a catastrophic hurricane. There have been major improvements though, like power and water being restored to their home.
Water! We took a hot shower for the first time in our own shower.
Gulp, gulp.
This deserves a water dance. Thank you. And Spirit's new air conditioner. Oh, and that couple's sailboat/home. It was finally put back in the water. A huge difference that we wouldn't have been able to make in the lives of these sweet people if it wasn't for the help of your hurricane relief donations. So thank you. Every day has something new to celebrate. And today's episode is full of feats of strength that will knock your socks right off. You'll see what I mean.
So you guys might remember last night we were out here trying to drain the hot tub with this smaller pump that we had. It had a 1-inch diameter hose that could pass decent sized objects, but now we went and rented a big boy pump. It'll pass objects that are massive through it. It's got this big strainer. We got it down in the pool. We are draining this thing. It just has so much sediment in the bottom, and there's nothing we can do unless we can like get in there and get it out, but we need this vacuum type big mud pump that has a diaphragm. It's pretty crazy to see. And let's take a look at what this looks like out here. It's just gushing. Mom's working hard out here cleaning her art supplies.
You know, these were temper pigs from a long time ago, trying to salvage them. They don't really sell them like this anymore.
Some of you might say pitch 'em, start over, or as we read in one of the comments, let go of that materialistic thinking.
But the truth is, with so much having been lost or taken by Ian in his record-breaking storm surge, coming home to the destruction can make one feel helpless and overwhelmed.
Which is why it feels so important and good to wash and salvage what you can. Restoring beauty is a dedication, and it does something good to the heart to see something that was once so devastated shine again. Speaking of that,
That's not good.
One day we up, one day we down. One day we up, one day we down. One day we up, one day we down. One day we up, one day we down.
Have any of you guys ever watched Mike Rowe's Dirty Jobs? Because this definitely qualifies as a dirty, mucky, icky job. It's a complete mystery of what we're gonna find in this pool right now. We just keep getting it lower and lower, and mysterious objects keep appearing. Things that were in the basement of our house, from neighbors' houses, things that were on the beachfront. There's no telling what else we're gonna find. You're crushing it. Easier or harder than you expected?
Maybe a little harder than I expected. Gotta keep going.
Gotta keep going, we can't stop. It's a race against the clock because the tide is rising out there and we can't let too much pressure build up underneath this pool or we'll have big pool problems. One of the things that we've been told by all the pool companies is you gotta be so careful to pay attention to the water levels surrounding your house with the canal levels, because if the water is up, then it'll cause pressure on your pool and cause it to crack or pop. So right now the canal is very low. It's low tide and our pool has no water in it. So essentially we've been timing this perfectly with today's tide to be able to do this project, and this is so essential. We've determined there's so much debris in the bottom of the pool right now, the pump won't suck it up anymore. So we're going at it with our shovels and muscles.
We interrupt this pool party to take you on a little tour of the beach. Something's twisted here. One place I hadn't been since our first day back on the island, and I was curious to see how it was coming along. Thought you might be too. Now over here, I wanted to show you that today was the day that they demolished the beached whale. This was the whale before Ian, loved by visitors and locals alike, famous for its grouper sandwiches, fish tacos, and good times. We're happy to say that we've heard that they plan to rebuild. Ian just gave them a very good reason to remodel. So one day, the whale will return, bigger and stronger than ever before. Now, trying to get down to the beach is much harder. There used to be a sidewalk, and now maybe we need to go another way. Is there a path? Somebody's stairs, or maybe that's a pool. And then I fell in the sand, which at this point was more like a funky sand sludge that has luckily gotten better. The more Mother Nature tries to heal itself, and the more debris the excavators are able to remove from the beach, the better things are getting. But when we say debris, we mean like big things, like docks and parts of boats and just big things. The birds are definitely having more fun out here than anyone. So at least there's that.
I'm gonna find you. Constantly crawling across these countertops. There he is. Ooh. Oh, got him. It's like that all day long. It's kind of one of those things that not many people talk about, but we are dealing with bugs galore up here. All times of day, they're everywhere in here. It wasn't like this before the hurricane. Oh, there's one right there. Look at this, he's on the camera lens. Oh, that was awesome. We've even Googled a ton of options for trying to come up with homemade remedies. A couple sources have told us we should use a dollop of dish soap and mix that in with the apple cider vinegar. It creates a more elastic surface that makes the bugs get stuck in it when they fly down to get a drink of the apple cider vinegar. This is a bunch of apple cider vinegar, and those are all little fruit flies. You see that? But that doesn't seem to really be working as good as these fly strings. This is a fresh one. It'll be covered later in the day. Those seem to be the ticket, along with this. Oh, got him. Oh, got him. I feel like I'm in Star Wars with my saber.
She's much better at this than I am. I've killed like 2 flies. The flies haven't been too bad in here. I think that it's just because there's generally less places for them to hide in our van, which I'm grateful for, because as frustrating and annoying as they might be, like, they want to be in your food and in your drinks and in anything that you're about to put in your mouth is exactly where the flies want to be. But I do feel a little bit bad every time I zap them, even though it's a little bit satisfying. Rest in peace, flies and friends. But speaking of resting in peace, something that Drew and I have been truly enjoying these days, because there aren't that many comforts down here by the beach. But since there is power back at the house, we have been enjoying fresh laundry and our new mattress. Because for about 3 months we were sleeping on what was equivalent to like an old foam pad. But since getting our RV mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, we have been sleeping so much better. And if you're looking for even more comfort, they offer a 120-night sleep trial and a 10-year warranty on all mattresses, which come in a variety of dimensions and thicknesses, including ones that are particularly hard to find for travel trailers and motorhomes, like ours, which is in the short queen size and is 6 inches thick, which fits perfectly because it helps us maximize headspace. But these proudly made in the USA custom mattresses are delivered for free in an easy to transport box. Plus, the mattresses are flexible and odor-free. But by using our link below and the code Mr. and Mrs. Adventure, you will get 20% off your mattress purchase. And, well, now that we're all rested up, let's go see what Drew and his dad are getting into this morning. Just saw about 10 flies fly right by me.
We filled up the pool with water last night to give it a cleanse. So we've had to pump that whole layer of water back out, a couple feet of water, in fact. Dad's in there, he's scooping, he's digging. He said it's really hard to scoop right now. So enough gabbing for me. I'm gonna jump in there with them and we're gonna get to work.
Fast forward. Probably 100 or so more wheelbarrow trips of some of the nastiest stuff around. Plus however many gallons of water it took to pressure wash this thing.
It's a pool party. You're invited.
And probably 1,000 more shovel scoops, one quick shower, and another rinse around the edges before finally the end was near the bottom of the pool. They had done it. What a relief.
So it's 2:24 right now. Hey, what time was low tide?
2:24, I think it was.
Right now it's 2:24.
No, we did really good.
We almost timed it perfectly. Well, all we gotta do now is fill the pool back up. We'll still have to get the pump working, get the filters working, and add some chlorine or whatever chemicals are gonna be needed. But there's some black mold here.
All right. I said 1 and 2. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. All right.
We got 50 pounds of baking soda here today, and we're just gonna dust the hot tub now and hope all the remnants of the mold, anything that shouldn't be in here, gets cleaned up and it looks a lot better so we can fill her back up in the future. Things are starting to look pretty normal back out here. Oh look. One project at a time. Mr. Louie.
Hey, good boy.
Louie absolutely loves the pool. You find him all summer long swimming in here. So for him to have his home back right now, he's like in dog heaven. We re-fenced in the yard so he can roam about. King Louie is back at his throne. Look at him. Trying to stay focused, but this is mental. Well, I thought I was waiting for insulation to arrive, but we got drywall instead. Another delivery. What's up, man? All right, delivery number 2. We got the insulation here. We've been working hard, finishing up some of the touches. We've got everything sorted back here in the van, not in the van, I feel like I live in a van all the time, in the garage over here. And the doors that we need to fix the hallway and secure the bottom of the house, they're in stock now. And we're gonna get everything put back together. And my dad needs to drill right now. Here you go, Dad. There are some huge, strong screws going right through this framework here. And we're trying to get this door removed off here. And it is on really strong. Watch out. Is it up? That's what happened when the hurricane came in with all the force. It just smashed in this door. And what's really crazy, guys, look at this. This is still water from the hurricane stuck between the 2 panes of glass. You can see this window got split on the backside here. Something had to hit that so hard. This glass right here is rated for impact at 220 miles per hour. This is hurricane glass, guys. Wow.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might as well break the frame.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, come on.
You got it?
Yeah.
Too heavy. Okay, man.
So yesterday while I wasn't here, My dad and his buddy, they actually installed these brand new doors. We're gonna finish putting on the deadbolts and the locks. One of the last steps to actually getting the house buttoned back up. Definitely looks a little nicer without that water that was from the storm still swinging around and sloshing in the bottom of the glass here.
We should push back that way.
Yeah, and then if you push forward a little bit.
And I push forward a little bit, yeah.
There we go. I'll tell you what, that drywall is some heavy stuff. It's 135 pounds per sheet we're carrying. We got my dad here today. We got Sean, who's one of my dad's good buddies,
who also brought over his amazingly crucial power tools.
So we got the raw studs here. We're putting some glue on it. We're hanging the drywall after it's measured. And then my dad and I are screwing away, screwing around.
As Sean calls it, screw it and glue it.
Screw it and glue it.
There we go. Wait. Here.
That's good. It's not their first rodeo, so they'll be teaching me a thing or two, which hopefully I can use later on for the water mill. So in the midst of this hurricane disaster cleanup, it's given me a legitimate, perfect reason to hone my skills, learn a little bit.
How close are we supposed to be? About 1 inch?
Yeah.
You can see the seam.
Stay close to here.
Okay.
Just gotta look straight down it. You can see the difference right away. That's pretty good.
This was the board that was attached to the staircase right here. Working on trimming that all out so we can get new boards put on and make the staircase enclosed and looking semi-normal again. It's a little bit nicer these days because we're not so mucked up playing in the dirt and the mud. That's at least until we start adding the mud to the drywall. One of the things that a lot of people talk about is how to treat mold in these situations in these homes. Luckily, we didn't have much mold because we got to hard work early on, cleaned out all the mud before the black mold could sit in. And that's the first little bit you saw spraying back there that even has shown up anywhere in this house.
If nothing else, at least it smells clean around here.
Yeah.
Stop it joking me.
As we both breathe it in right now. Got to treat it a little bit before we put the drywall on over that staircasing, but overall we're doing great. So let's just hope that little bit of bleach kills it and we won't have to worry about it anymore. You think this is the trickiest measurement we're making all day?
No.
No?
You've been around, boy.
You ready?
Yep, let's do it. I would say I'm looking pretty good now.
No, you're not. You never look good. Screw it. It's good enough.
Here we go. I got no power. Too many things running at once around here. There we go.
There we go.
This is what it's gonna look like in the watermill lot. Look at these furring strips put right onto the cement here. And then of course the insulation we got going. So as you guys are seeing right now behind me, we basically put in all the insulation. The furring strips have been put on top here to make everything a little more flush because they were having to jog out based on this beam, the drywall that was here from the original builders who built the house. So we're just trying to do a couple little corrections. That way, when we go to put the drywall and hang it up here, which you guys will see shortly, things will be matching up. It'll look like brand new. I mean, you guys saw us hang this the other day. It's looking mighty fine.
Slowly but surely, the dirtiest jobs are getting done. And as the sun sets each night, this fragile slice of earth gets one day closer to looking like the little slice of paradise it once was, not so long ago. We can't wait to share what improvements we have in store in the next episode. We love you guys. We'll see you back here soon.